I'm a deep diver. Correct. I'm a world traveler. Correct. Visited over 50 countries, deep divers. Been around the world in over 80 days. Seen a whole lot. Beautiful experiences, beautiful scenery, and remote locations. Also, highly awake people I've met along my journey, and I still remember them. All of them, absolutely. And the one thing a lot of these highly awake people who were living off the grid all had in common is that they saw the world differently than most people see the world in this matrix. And they're so free. 7 things only highly awake people understand, understand, and overstand. We got a whole lot to talk about, deep divers. One love to you, beautiful deep divers of planet Earth. I woke up like this, all magical and fly. I hope you're all taking care of yourself. Let's breathe. That was special. Let's go. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. What are we doing, deep divers? What are we doing every single day? Raising the frequency. Take that, take that, take that. Good ass energy I'm sending you. Raising the vibration. Peace. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Beautiful deep divers, I'm FaceTiming you right now. If you are watching this video, this is your confirmation you're going to be okay. And you're stronger than whatever you're going through. And you've waited your entire lifetime for what the universe is currently doing in your life. Slow motion this side. So know that. Now, 7 things only highly awake people will understand, understand, and overstand. We're living in the greatest times ever, in my mind, on the planet. And so many people are waking up. And there are things only highly awake people understand. I want everybody to hit that like button right now if you support the real. Hit that like button right now, deep divers. I'm about to go in. So, right now, I'm seeing that so many people are starting to wake up from the matrix. So many people are starting to really discover who they really are. Find out about the lies they've been told from birth. And it is such an empowering time right now to be on the planet because the veil is being lifted. The hidden is coming to light. And the cat down the road is celebrating. Deep divers. There are levels to this. There are levels. Levels upon levels. And I know that for a fact. A lot of people right now are going through a big change in their life. They're starting to see the world a lot differently. And there are things that people who have been on this journey for a long time, like Ralph Smart and other people, only understand. We got a whole lot to talk about, deep divers, and we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? So, 7 things only highly awake people understand. Deep divers, let's really talk about it, okay? Let's really talk about the 7 things only highly awake people understand. Understand and overstand. Now, here to remind you, if you are someone who's been going through a spiritual awakening, you're not crazy. You're just waking up. Slow motion this side. And my oh my, are so many people waking up because of everything that's been happening in the last 5 years in particular. It's really forced a lot of people to go within, to question their entire existence, and to say, you know what? I want to find out who I really am. And if you've been on this journey for a while, there are things that only you will understand, right? So the first thing only highly awake people will understand is this, deep divers. Separation does not exist in nature. Everything is connected. You see, highly awake people understand, and overstand that everything exists in a symbiotic relationship with everything else in the heart of nature. Separation does not exist. It's an illusion. Yet, in our world, in this matrix, a lot of people are separated through nationality, their race, their political ideal, left, right, going against each other. But you see, highly awake people know that's all an illusion. And everything is connected. It's all about one humanity. It's all about realizing Gaia, the great mother, has created the world in a way that everything is interwoven, interlinked, and interconnected. And this is what highly awake people really know about, right? And this is the reason why a lot of highly awake people I've met, me being one as well, I don't have a race, a nationality, or even a religion. My religion is love. My race is human. So I'm so free. And a lot of people in this matrix are still caught up in separation. But there has been a whole wave of change. Like, a lot of people are starting to say, you know what? We came here to coexist, to get along. And this is what highly awake people know so well. They know how to coexist in harmony and peace. Separation creates wars. It creates chaos. It creates envy and jealousy. Unity creates peace, longevity. We're all better for it. So highly awake people, you might see them hugging trees and doing that kind of stuff, deep dives. The second thing, only highly awake people will understand. Just because you're highly awake, it doesn't mean that the path is going to be easy. Many times there is no path. There is no way. There is no manual for you. You have to create the path. And I always tell you this, deep divers, when there is no path, it means you have to create one. Slow motion this side. There wasn't a path for me. No one said, here, Ralph, this is how you're gonna live in abundance in this world. No, I had to trust myself. And I always tell you, the universe reveals its secrets to those who dare to follow their hearts. Highly awake people follow their hearts. Highly awake people know that there is no way. We have to create the way. There is no path. We have to create the path. We have to create the path. The great Krishnamurti said, it's a pathless land. Pathless land. And a lot of highly awake people know this. They know that, hey, society isn't going to tell you what to do. You got to figure this out. No manual. You got to know it for yourself. You got to get lost and find yourself. And this is what highly awake people know so well. This is the reason why they trust themselves. They realize that, and when you want something, just like the great Paulo Coelho said in The Alchemist, and when you want something, the whole universe conspires to help you achieve it. The third thing, only highly awake people will understand. Deep divers. Number 3 is highly awake people understand, understand, and overstand that the awakening, the great awakening, is overwhelming. It can be a gift and a curse at the same time. It's hard to know a lot when people around you are still ignorant. And a lot of highly awake people are ahead of their time. You might be the only one in your family who gets it, who realizes this entire world is a big matrix and you are here to get out of the sunken place. But you're trying to wake up your friends, your family, even the cat down the road. They don't want to know about that, right? So it can be overwhelming. You can almost feel like alone, right? A lot of highly awake people sometimes have had a period in their life where they feel alone. They feel like nobody understands them until they meet another highly awake being like Ralph Smart. I'm here for you, deep divers. So a lot of highly awake people go through life feeling overwhelmed because a lot of the times they know too much, a bit too much, right? And they have to go to work, live a regular life, but they have extraordinary thoughts and feelings and emotions, and everything is like a whirlwind. Like, oh my gosh, this is intense. And this is the reason why what highly awake people understand is that even though it's overwhelming, we can make it all a gift. I never said it's a curse. My awakening at 10 years old, listening to Osho, at 10 years old, listening to Krishnamurti, I was like, oh, I'm only 10. But as time went on, I started to realize this is the greatest gift. It's so great to know instead of not know. And it can be overwhelming, but I've learned that you have to balance it out. There's a reason why I'm having fun in each and every one of these videos. And I also realize there are things I still don't know. There are things I know I don't know, and there are things I don't know. So it's a whole journey of realizing that there's always more to learn. There's always more to know. You are here to be the eternal student. And that's what I am. The fourth thing, deep divers, only highly awake people will understand, understand and overstand, okay? It is that we are here to transform. We are transformers. We are alchemists. Regardless of what's happening out there, we can choose to feel inner peace in here. This is what highly awake people understand. We are transformers of energies. Let's just say, deep divers, you're going through a very, very negative time in your life. You can turn that around and it can be amazing. Just like this beautiful woman here. Look how beautiful that is, deep diver. She's an alchemist. She's a transformer. And the butterfly is a symbol of that. You see, what the caterpillar calls the end, the rest of the world call a butterfly. Slow motion this side. And highly awake people are butterflies. They have mastered the art of transmutation, transformation, and elevation. They undergo the metamorphosis every single day. Metamorphosis, change. They embrace change. They realize that if there is negativity around them, negativity can only affect them if they're vibrating on that same frequency. All they have to do right now is vibrate higher. So highly awake people realize that regardless of what is happening out there, they always have the power to transform the energy inside. And this is the reason why a lot of highly awake people are in a state of meditation. They prioritize meditation. They prioritize their mental health, their emotional health. They know how valuable that is, right? Deep divers, hit that like button right now. I'm going in. I want everybody to hit that like button and share this video. 7 things only highly awake people will understand. So you are transformers. Number 5 is that you're not antisocial. You just don't like being around fake people, right? You don't like being around fake people. And because of this, sometimes people have labeled you. They've labeled you like, hey, you're antisocial. You don't like to fit in with us. And no, it's just that you don't like being around fake people, deep divers. You can't pretend. Like highly awake people know that ain't nobody got time for that. We can't pretend. We got to live our truth authentically. We got to be our authentic selves every single day. No time to waste. So highly awake people know that it is better to be alone than follow the crowd going in the wrong direction. I like that. And they also know that we are never alone unless we abandon ourselves. So a lot of highly awake people know the benefits of spending time alone. A lot of highly awake people know the benefits of spending time alone. Getting in touch with who they really are, their true selves, is essential. And they love it. I love deep divers spending time alone, because I'm never alone anyway. We are never alone. That's an illusion. Unless we abandon ourselves, right? So highly awake people love spending time with themselves. The sixth, deep divers thing only highly awake people will understand, understand and overstand, is they are not who society told them they were. They are so much more than that. And MTL, there's more to life than they were told. You see, highly awake people understand that society labels you. Deep diver, society labels you. You're this, you're that. And highly awake people understand that they are nothing what society tells them they are. They aren't the label society has thrown on them. And this is the reason why highly awake people are so free. Highly awake people know that society judges you, so they don't judge themselves, and they realize that they are a spiritual being having a human experience. Okay? They are a spiritual being having a human experience. And because society always wants to put you in a box, a lot of highly awake people refuse to be in that box. And sometimes it can be hard because you don't get a lot of support early on. But highly awake people know that in the end, they will find their community, their tribe, and it's all going to work out. And it all worked out, deep divers. The seventh thing only highly awake people will understand and overstand is that you are a creator of worlds. Okay, you are a creator of worlds. You can create your whole reality. You can create the life you want. No one is out to get you. No one is in the way. Like, I'm literally, deep divers, making a video yesterday. A woman comes up to me. She's like, Ralph, I love your videos. I'm like, thanks. And then she's like, we were talking about fear. And I'm like, I'm never afraid to say and speak my heart and mind. Right? Because I know no one's coming to get me. I'm only going to get myself. No one's in the way except me. I am my own worst enemy and my own best friend. Right? And this is what highly awake people know. They realize they're not victims. They realize they are co-creators of worlds. They can create their own reality. They can have everything they desire in this life. And that's the reason why a lot of highly awake people are living in abundance. Because they realize abundance is the natural state. They realize that they didn't come here to complain and whinge. They came here to create the new. Not complain about the old, but to create the new. That's powerful, right? Ralph Smart is never complaining about the old. Ralph Smart is creating the new. I'm creating new realities, new worlds, and this is the reason why I'm living my best life. There are so many highly awake people around. And a lot of highly awake people are really understanding what we're here to do is to upgrade, to update, to become our greatest version. And they understand the importance of it. Deep divers, I'm here to remind you that being highly awake is a responsibility. It's a blessing. It's a gift. It can also be hard, but it gets better with time. When you realize that there are so many people who don't know, who would love to know. I want to remind you, right now we're going through a great shift on the planet and millions of people are waking up from this illusion. I want to remind you, you are supported, you are loved, and you are being guided to the exact place which is going to contribute to your greatest evolution. And that's why you're just going to say, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello? Deep divers, highly awake souls, I love all of you. Hit that like button right now, deep divers, and share this video. And remind yourself you're not crazy, you're just waking up. Now, shout out to everyone who's been getting the new book, Feel Alive by Ralph Smart on Amazon and at ralphsmart.com/thebook, the Bible of Becoming Your Greatest Version. Also, go and get the Good Ass Prana shirts at ralphsmart.com/clothes and spreadshirt.com if you're in America. And if you're a sexy ass model, woo, with a whole lot of heart, you want to model the clothing? Well, go and buy some. Deep divers, there are highly awake people everywhere because many people are starting to realize the only way out is in. And they're starting to realize that actually I've been lied to from society, from the government, from the media. And right now I'm on a quest for truth to find out who I really am. And the more you question, the more intelligent you become. So deep divers, I love all of you. Peace. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Let me tell you this. I want everybody right now, hit that like button, share this video with a friend, with a family member, leave a comment down below of gratitude and appreciation, and let me know how this video inspired you and how it resonated with you. Deep divers, you're amazing. Peace.